Hey guys, it's Tabitha here from Shredded Physiques. Do not eat after 8 o'clock or you guys will get fat. This is a huge misconception that I hear so much from people thinking that if they eat after, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, that they're gonna gain weight. So I'm here to give you guys some insight on this topic today. So the theory is that you burn more food earlier in the day. And when you guys eat later at night, or like in this case, after 8 p.m., a lot of people think that because stuff sits in your system that it's gonna turn to fat. It doesn't happen that fast, I promise you guys. Calories don't tell time. Regardless of what time of the day that you guys eat, the calories that you take in during the day don't change, regardless of what time they're consumed. So it's really important to kind of like get out of our head and realize that our body uses calories the exact same way, regardless of what time of the day that you guys are consuming food. And many people, start to fall in this habit of like late night binge eating, and it's kind of that can't stop, won't stop. Guys, this isn't because you guys are eating after 8 p.m. that you guys are seeing weight gain in your guys' journeys. This is because you guys are late snacking, and could potentially be, if you guys are skipping meals throughout the days and stuff too, this could be another reason why you guys are gaining weight. It has nothing to do with the time of day that you guys are consuming calories versus the types of foods that you're eating in your guys' day-to-day routine. So if you're sitting around longer, in the evening times, you guys are kind of like had your supper, you guys are unwinding, you're watching TV, maybe you're binging on like Grey's Anatomy, The Bachelorette, like whatever it is that you guys are sitting there watching, you're more likely to have those snack habits come into play because you guys aren't doing anything. You're not active, you're just kind of like sitting around. And so that boredom kicks in. And often what happens is our bodies mistake thirst for hunger. This is something that I see so often, is that a lot of people complain that they're hungry when in fact your body could be telling you that you guys are thirsty. So it's important to recognize those cues with your body. And as you guys get used to drinking more water each and every single day, it becomes easier to be more in tune with your body and understanding those things that it is that your body requires. So what you guys eat is more important than the specific time that you guys eat, as I mentioned earlier on. According to your circadian rhythm, nighttime is for resting, not for eating. So our bodies kind of will slow down as we get later into the day and stuff. But just because, again, you guys are eating at a certain point in the day doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are going to gain weight. It's more important that you guys are keeping within your caloric intake. So gaining weight is obviously like from overeating and stuff. So if you guys are late night eaters, you guys are going to tend to eat more. And the reason for this is because as we, again, fall later into the day, we become a little bit less active, we become more sluggish and stuff. So it's really easy to overindulge and consume more calories than what we should be having, and as I feel in the evening, we tend to be less health conscious and we kind of want more of those quick snack fixes. So these are like popcorn, chips, all the good foods. We tend to make those poor habit choices, later in the evening, again, as we're just kind of like sitting around watching TV. These are kind of where these bad habits are going to fall. So late night eaters tend to eat more. Shift workers are a prime example of this because they're eating out of convenience, right? Any of you guys that ever work shift work, or if you guys are currently, working like night shifts, crazy hours, you guys know that, let's say 2-3 o'clock in the morning, you're feeling a little sluggish, you're feeling a little tired, you want a little bit of pick me up. So your go-to is going to be like a candy bar from the vending machine, a bag of chips, or you guys are, maybe if you're like near a corner store, you guys are gonna, let's say go to 7-Eleven and grab like the next best thing. So it's very important that you guys are also aware of what's going on in your body, because oftentimes overeating can lead into binge eating. And it's very important to be aware of, emotional factors that are contributing to your weight gain, not necessarily because you're eating after 8 o'clock, but because you're doing things on an unconscious level. So if you guys, are eating out of emotions, you're eating because you're stressed, you're hungry, you're bored, whatever that looks like, it's important that you guys understand what's going on within yourselves and that you're able to recognize those triggers and stuff. So if you guys are having an emotional day, that you guys are reaching out for support, that you're talking to a friend, you're talking to a loved one, somebody that's going to help get you through it, instead of just reaching for a candy bar or food to help cope with your stress or whatever it is that you're going through at the time. Tiredness also plays a role in this. So if you guys aren't properly sleeping, you are going to be more likely to make bad choices, especially late at night. If you guys are tired, again, it comes with convenience over being health conscious. So, you know, especially if we work super late, if we work overtime, we come home from the office, the last thing we want to do is cook. So again, we're looking for fast food, we're looking for quick fixes, we're looking for meals that don't take a lot of our effort. So if you guys are not getting adequate amounts of sleep, make sure that you guys are putting sleep as a priority. You want to make sure that you guys are aiming for at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. And this is going to help you guys reduce those cravings, especially like when it comes to late night snacking and stuff. Due to hormonal changes, it actually influences your guys's appetite especially like during sleep deprivation. So if you guys are sleep deprived, that actually, believe it or not, does play an important role in how your guys's appetite is. And if you guys are eating after dinner, I recommend trying to stick to healthier alternatives. So some great snack foods that you guys can include into your guys' evening would be things like apples and peanut butter. You have like a healthy carb that's less dense in sugars, and then you also have like your natural fats, which is going to be your peanut butter. Having like, you know, a load of vegetables, so like celery, hummus, broccoli, cauliflower, any type of like green leafy vegetable is what I recommend. And pairing it up with like a hummus. Again, there's like going to be natural fats in there from all the chickpeas and stuff. So that's a really alternative. That's like a quick go-to. That's a great alternative instead of having like a bag of chips. Plain popcorn, again, is going to be something that is going to be, you know, diet friendly, something that you guys can have, of course, keeping it in moderation, making sure that you're not having a full bag of popcorn, maybe splitting it with your significant other or your kids, whatever that's going to look like for you guys. Any type of like grapes, berries, I recommend like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. All of these berries are super high in antioxidants, so they're like a good thing to put into your system. They're going to help boost your immune system as well. So any type of berry is really good, and they're a lot less in sugar too, so you don't have to worry about consuming all of the sugars, you know, that you would normally, let's say from like a pineapple or a mango. Those ones tend to be a lot higher on the sugar scale. So these ones are really, really dense, and they're really a great snack to have. And then another thing would be like nuts. But again, nuts are really high in fat. It's not to say that they are bad fats for you, but if you do go overboard, they can add up really quickly, the caloric intake in them. So the most important thing, you guys, is going about your day is making sure that you're eating at least every 2 to 3 hours. This is going to help increase your metabolism. This is going to keep you fuller longer as well, so that when the evening does roll around, that you guys are not feeling deprived of your food, and that you're not going to start making bad choices because you guys have now gone a long, drastic window without having anything in your system. So hopefully these strategies have helped you guys in your fitness journeys. Again, it's less about the time of day that you guys are eating and more about the choices that you guys are making around food. So making sure that you're eating whole foods, making sure that you're staying away from the processed stuff as well. Again, making sure that you're fueling your body every 2 to 3 hours with what it needs. It's going to help boost your guys' metabolism, keep you fuller, longer, and more satisfied. Also, make sure that you guys are drinking enough water is going to be a huge critical key in making sure that you guys are staying fuller and more satisfied too. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, our body will mistake us being hungry for thirsty. So it's really important to kind of like be aware of those things. And again, just be in touch with yourself and aware of the things that you guys are going through, because, you know, sometimes I know there's many people that suffer from binge eating. There's people that suffer from emotional eating and stuff too. So it's just really being aware of those triggers and some things that are going about on in your day, and some things that you guys can do at home to help alleviate your stress, getting enough sleep, meditation, making healthier conscious choices, you know, talking to a friend, talking to a spouse, whatever it is that you guys are going through. So I just wanted to pop on here and just have you guys get this kind of like misconception that if you guys eat after 8 p.m., you guys are going to get fat. That is total BS. Guys, it's less about the time of day that you're eating and more about the types of foods that you guys are consuming. So hopefully you guys got some value watching this video at home. As always, stay happy, stay healthy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.